Oh, right, yeah. This is gonna be great. Prince Andrew has been summoned by US Congress, which well, we're gonna find out what for, but that's interesting because he's not like got any title. He's not actually Prince Andrew anymore. He is Andrew. He's not a prince. He's been stripped of all, and it's like Charles did it obviously because he's king. But I can't help but think it was pressure from William. I've seen that it's William who's banned him from everything, basically. Like, so I think probably, and I think really deep down, everyone wants William to be king instead of Charles. Everyone's just letting Charles have his minute. He has waited for it for a long time, but yeah, I think people are waiting for Will. Um, but yeah, I actually have to say as well, I am a fan of US Congress. I think it's such a great thing America has that because even though you might not get prison sentences for politicians and things because they never get them, but you have something where you actually like there is something. I love watching the U.S. Congress things when they're grilling someone. It's like it's great. We just don't have nothing like that. It's all like faking ours. So it's so direct, and it's just like refreshing to see when you're used to our kind of pussy parliament vibe. Um, and I think I like it more as well because US politics doesn't actually affect me, so it doesn't make me angry, it don't make me sad, it don't make me nothing. I think I can enjoy American politics better because I actually have no involvement in it. I kind of can just take it as information, go, oh, that's interesting. But yeah, anyway, let's see what this is saying. Let's go.
Well, King Charles has officially stripped his brother Andrew of his titles as both Prince and the Duke of York following backlash for his links to Jeffrey Epstein.
This is the thing as well because Andrew was the Queen's favourite. Like, that's why he was able to get away with everything for so long. And this is why I think it's William, because if this was going to happen under Charles's, with Charles, it would happen instantly. I think this has been William pressuring Charles to do this, and that basically the royal family needs to do this, like to kind of gain back a bit of credit. That they took a massive blow losing the Queen. Everyone let the Queen like didn't mind the Queen kind of. She'd been here for years. Do you know what I mean? Literally, but when she died, I think a big bit of them died, and I think William probably was saying, "Come on, you've got to. We got to give the people some type of that we are still respectable." But anyway, let's go.
Now, Andrew has been summoned to the United States to hand over information about the convicted sex offender to a congressional panel. For more, let's bring in ITV News royal editor Chris Shipp, who joins us live from Brazil, where Prince William is finishing his royal tour. Chris, thanks for your time this morning. A week of bombshells. Do you actually think we'll see Andrew follow this request and go to the United States?
It's an interesting question. Before I start, it's nice to see that your weatherman gets a plaque. It's not just members of the royal family who get them. So he's up there in really, really good company. Look, the US Congress has given, I keep wanting to say Prince Andrew, I need to get out of my head, given Andrew Mountbatten Windsor 15 days to reply to its letter asking officially to give them some form of interview, a transcribed interview, as they called it. I mean, it's really down to him what he does now. But I don't think the US politicians look like they're in any mood to give up. They want to hear from Andrew, and they say they want to know what he did or didn't know about the crimes of Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, lots of questions to answer. Now, you're in Brazil, Chris, but tell us, what's been the reaction in Britain to...
Do you know why this is great as well? I've watched how US Congress do their thing, and Andrew is thick as shit. That interview he done was just the dumbest thing. Like, he's dumb. He is not smart. And I think maybe that might be why the Queen had a soft spot for him. Maybe she always knew that he was the simple one. Do you know what I mean? And you know what mums are like. Um, but he ain't going to handle that well. He's going to fold under questioning because the answers he gave about I'd never sweated, I've never been in that house. No, he said he'd been in the house, but it can't possibly be me because I never went upstairs in that house. So I thought, why would you even admit to being in there?
His titles being stripped so dramatically.
I mean, everyone in the UK thinks it is the right decision. Andrew is, by a long country mile, the most unpopular member of the royal family. They can see the damage that it was doing to the wider institution of monarchy, and they think it's the right decision. They wanted him out of that big house that he was living in, and they didn't want his dukedoms or his knighthoods to be there anymore. So effectively what the royal family's done is put some distance between it and the story of Andrew, because they know the story is going to keep continuing. And therefore, when you've got Prince William here in Brazil, making important speeches to the COP UN Climate Change Summit, they've got some distance they didn't have a week ago. And that, for them, is key, because they've done everything they can to strip Andrew. And it means that we're not going to be chasing William down the street here in Brazil saying, why's your brother still got why's your uncle still got the Prince title?
Yeah, it's true, no. And like I say, this is why this is crazy, is because it's like some real Game of Thrones shit, really. This would not have happened if the Queen was alive. That's the thing. That was her favourite son. You think as well how, I mean, unless you do believe in that she's a lizard, which, I've seen some reasonable info, but yeah, that's got been a big blow for her. It's like her favourite son, and she's like that, basically embarrassed. Like they said, that was like a real damaging blow to the royal family. But it's like some Game of Thrones shit, how they've just separated them. Like I say, it's like when the religious people take over King's Landing, and you're like, wouldn't have happened if Joffrey was there, wouldn't have happened. It's a bit like that. Right. But that they needed to do it. And I do think it's more William. I think Charles has people have the same mood to Charles as they do Keir Starmer. Like, all right, do you know what I mean? They've got the seat at the moment, but we're all really just waiting for their time to be over and the next people come in, really, in both politics and royalty. Even though the royals have no real power, they have no power. They actually have no say in anything, really. It's just a ceremonial, yeah, really, it's just ceremony. It's kind of, they actually have no. I suppose that like the king could, by theory, turn down laws, but that's really all they're there for. Is that the laws the government come up with, or things the government come up with, the king or queen gets the final say. So I suppose they could say no, but they don't. Do you know what I mean? Because they understand that it's just a kind of ceremony, and it's to keep the history going, and to be honest, keep Americans and Japanese people coming. They love the royals. If you like, Windsor Castle's right near me, and that's what you just see. Japanese people mainly, but Americans love it too. It's funny that people come from around the world to go there. I've never been in that building. I've been in other castles, but not in that. You see people queuing up all the way down, like every day, every day. I used to go past there to get to place I was working. Every day there'd just be, as long as you can see, foreign people queuing up to go in Windsor Castle, and I think, wow, like these people come from around the world, and I couldn't give a shit. But I suppose it's just like that when things is on your doorstep. If I went to America, I'd be way into all of the kind of historic things that probably if you live near it in America, you're like, yeah, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, whatever. Like Grand Canyon's there. Oh, do you know what I mean? Whatever it is, all of them really would be impressive to see. Statue of Liberty would be mad to see. All that. So yeah, I do get it, but when you're the actual country that people come to see things, especially something that's down the road that you've never actually even been bothered to go and see ever. Like I see him queuing, and I think, oh, I'd never queue that long to go in that building. But anyway, It'll be interesting. I'm definitely going to react if he does answer. And this is why this is interesting as well, because you don't know whether what is going to happen, because he has no power no more. He's not connected to the royal family. This is the thing. And America can kind of, they can grill him without any, kind of, without any, uh, bother for it. Do you know what I mean? Without any, so it's going to be interesting. I hope he goes. I don't think he will, but he ain't wanted here, and he has no power now. He's just a commoner like the rest of us. But yeah, that's the video, sweet.